Well, hello, my YouTube family. 4 down, 1 more to go, people. I just spoke to Pop. It's 5:46 p.m. Why are the weeks so long and the weekends so short? Well, because the weekends are only 2 days and the week is 5. So that pretty much answers that question, doesn't it? But I mean, you know, I have yet, since January 1st, I have yet to experience a week that's just gone. Like, there are some weeks that you're just like, wow, I can't believe it's Friday already. We still Thursday. We still got 1 more to go. And I had to take a day off this month. Thank you, Jesus, that I have these days. We call them paid time off. So if you take some time off, you still get paid for it. But you know, like, I wasn't aiming to take a day off. It's just my body shut down. My body just crashed. It said, you're not going nowhere. So I'm going to work like that. I'm going to try to work until I crash again. And then I take another day off, because this job is very peculiar, very particular. And you know about my supervisor already. So I don't want to rock any boats with this one. I want to go, do what I have to do, and then just get the hell home. That's it. That's all. Okay. So here we are. Let us do lips of the day. I have done this lip look before. And let us start off with my favorite lip liner. One of my favorites anyway. My Chanel Aqua Crayon in Chocolat. Lined and filled is the L.A.Girl Lipify Sylo lipstick, or lip color, or lip cream, whatever you want to call it. They call it a creamy color. One swipe intense creamy color. This is it, the L.A.Girl's Lipify Sylo. And this is in the shade Teddy. I believe that's the name. Yes, it is. And this is Teddy. It's looking a little messy, but that is Teddy right there. That's Teddy. And this is Teddy. One of my favorite nudes, people. What? The only downside about this is it tends to dry up. It doesn't dry as in a matte. It just dries your lips. It's not a very moisturizing lip color. But it's got a nice creamy shade to it, and it lasts all day, but it doesn't moisturize your lips. So you have to put a lot of, you know, as if it were a matte, you have to put a lot of Carmex underneath. And if you want to add a little, you know, punctuate it with a little shine, just put a little, you know, clear MAC lip gloss or any kind of clear lip gloss if you want. It's a beautiful shade. The last time I wore it, I did put a little gloss on top, but today I just decided to just show it as it is on its own. Looking at it, it doesn't look like it's drying at all. It's a creamy formula. It's not a matte formula, but it dries your lips as if it were a very drying matte. So that was my experience with it, or is my experience with it. However, it's not La Garbaggio or anything like that. I do still like it very, very much. And yeah, L.A.Girl, you done good with this one. Lipify Sylo, except you got to work on the formula. So it needs to be a little bit more moisturizing. Other than that, people, that is it. That is all. When I tell you that today was one of these, with the exception of a phone call for my supervisor, I swear she needs to know blood type, age, height, weight of the caller. The caller wants to talk to you. Why are you questioning me about? And of course, the callers that call for her, they never want to expand on why they're calling. I'm calling for so-and-so, and I want to talk about this, and the other. Could you be a little bit more specific? Well, it's kind of personal. She's not going to accept that answer. So could you be a little bit more specific as to what the call is about? Because I'm tired of the back and forth. No matter how much information I extract from these people, and then I tell her it's about this, they want to talk to you about that. Well, I want to know this, and that. Bitch, take the fucking phone call. They're calling for you. I already know that marketing calls, I already know you don't want to take. So I'm good with that. I ixnay those. You don't even know about those. But when it's a call, they say your name. And so this caller had to tell me, well, I met her at a party and this, and that. And we have mutual. I mean, she had to go through that whole thing. And then she mentioned like something, like a meeting network or something. And when I went back to my supervisor and said, you guys met at a meeting, at a party, and this, and that, and you guys spoke about this, and that, and she comes from such and such network. That was the ding, ding, ding. Oh, okay, well, since you mentioned that, okay, you can pass the call along. Like, seriously? Why doesn't she just have the conversation with me, and then I'll just translate what she says to you? I really don't understand her at all. I don't get this woman at all. I really don't. Personally, I think there's a little bit of a screw loose. That's just me. But because I think her favorite thing to do is to find fault in other people. So she could put them down, so she could yell at them, so she could scream at them, so she could... She is not a warm person at all. At all. Not a warm individual in the least. So I tiptoe around this woman like eggshells. And I pray every single day, please, Lord Jesus, do not have me have any phone calls for this woman. Please. And for the most part, I can't complain about that. It's not like she gets a lot of calls. For the most part, I can pretty much do a day or so with maybe not getting any calls for her, or if there is a call for her, either she's away from her office, so I'll just say, well, she's not at her office. Would you like a voicemail? And they just go to her voicemail, then I don't have to deal with anything. But like, how much information, and no matter how much information I try to extract from these people and then tell her everything, she still wants more. Well, if you want more, why don't you just talk to the person? It's when that happens that 5 o'clock can't come fast enough. Like, for real, for real. And today was nothing but rain, 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 and more rain. Like, I'm sure New York City is well moisturized now. We're good. We're good. Thankfully, by the time I drove home, it stopped raining. I went to work in the rain. I came out for lunch in the rain. I came back from lunch in the rain. Sat in the Jeep in the rain. I'm done. I'm so done. This job is it's not relaxing. It's not a relaxing place. My job is not difficult at all. Like, at all. There is nothing difficult about the position at all. But sometimes there's just that one person that just makes it not comfortable, not pleasant. And it's her. It is her. She's not a warm individual. She really isn't. Her eyes are ice cold. She wears black all the time. Yet she's blonde. She's bleach blonde, icy blue eyes, and wears black from head to toe 365 days a year. I don't know. I mean, I'm all for wearing black. I like black. But I throw in some blues, as you can see, some reds, some purples, some greens, some oranges, some yellows. I throw in a wide variety of shades. Like I may have a wardrobe full of nothing but black pants, but you will always see a colorful top, a white shirt, a yellow shirt, a red shirt, a blue shirt, a purple shirt. You will see some color. Sometimes on Mondays, because I know Mondays are bitch days, that's when I wear head to toe black. Because I'm just, you know, I'm ready for the zoo. But sometimes it's just one individual that's like a thorn in your side that makes just things a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit unpleasant. In any event, I have a job. I am extraordinarily grateful for it. I've yet to make a year, but this month makes it 7 months. Now, I remember the last job, 7 months was when I got the boot. So I'm going to riding this 7 months out. Just ride the 7 months out, Nancy. Just ride the 7 months out. And then we can go into the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. And oh my goodness, I made it a year. I think tomorrow I'll buy another Win for Life scratch off. Got to be in it to win it, people. Got to be in it to win it. And I have hope. Until my last dying breath, I will have hope. Hope springs eternal. So that's it. That's really all I have to say. There's really not much else going on. No incidents or drama with Alpha, Mini Alpha. There's nothing, you know. I think we're just all hunkering down. We're just, you know, we got to do what we got to do. The holidays are over. And, you know, during the holidays, my supervisor took a lot of days off. So I don't think we're going to be seeing that anytime soon with her taking days off. It's a whole new year. So, you know, we ourselves have to take the days off. But I don't plan on taking any days off again anytime soon. I only took one off, people. In 7 months, I've only taken 1 day off. So usually I can make it to a year. That was the goal, to work a whole year before I even took any days off. But when your body shuts down and basically tells you, stop pushing, you're not going anywhere, I am putting a halt to everything. And that's what, and you have to listen to your body. And basically what proved to me that I needed that day off was when I went back to sleep. Because I made the phone call at about 6:15. And I might have stayed up maybe another 15 minutes trying to do some onlining or whatever. And I couldn't even keep my eyes open. I couldn't sit up any longer. I went back to sleep, and my beautiful baby, Tom, trooper that he is, he's my guard cat. Not my guard dog, my guard cat. Laid right next to me, kept watch. When I tell you I went to sleep from 6:30 and I didn't wake up until 10, what else does that tell you? Like, you needed that sleep. You needed that rest. And I was good to go the next day. So right now, I'm good. Right now, I'm good. Just that 24-hour resurge, that's all I needed. And sometimes that is really all you need. But I'm looking at some of these girls, youngins, of course. They are taking days off after days off after days off after days off. And I'm like, they can really afford to do that? They really can't. Maybe some of them live still at home. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know their personal situation, what have you. But you can't possibly tell me that your boss, some of us are under my supervisor and some of them are under another supervisor. You can't tell me that they're not taking notice of all of this. Like, they're keeping records. You know that, right? Some don't seem to care, I guess. I don't know. I'm just going to do me, go to work, do the work, get the hell out. 3 magical, wonderful things that you have to do when you go to work. Go to work, do the work, get the hell out. Done. And that is just that, with that, upon that. I'm still working on one light, people. This other one flickered for a little bit, so I said, oh, it's got a little bit of life, and then it went out again. So I know that there's still some juice. There could be a wire loose or something. I am not in the mood to look for any loose wires right now. So at least the one in front of me is still working, so you can still see me. Hopefully you don't miss the other light too much. Hopefully this is not so bad for you. Personally, what I see is okay. I can pretty much get away with one light, which is really, really good. So hopefully this one hangs on. Hangs on. So that is basically it. That is that. With that, upon that, I'm going now. Can I tell you though, before I go? My mom's pate. I'm gonna have some right now. Okay. I know how to do it. I know how to do it right, people. I know how to do it right. Oh, it was so yum-alicious. It was so yum-alicious. And of course, last night was Chicago Fire, PD, and Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, and Chicago PD. You know I was twittering like a twittering ass fool. I like to be part of the crew when it comes to those shows, to those 3 shows. That's the only time I'll really like do a little Twitter thing, because I know that those programs and some of the actors themselves are tweeting us, which is very cool. And I like that. I mean, some of them really like my tweets, and then they retweet, and I'm like, oh, I got to retweet. I just feel like I'm young again. What can I tell you? This whole Twitter tweet. Anyway, that's my Wednesday night situation there. So, of course, all the programs were fantastic. And tonight is Thursday. God only knows what's on tonight. I don't know. All I know is I'm going to have me some more of my mom's pate. I call it my mom's pate. I already told you, because she's the one that introduced me to the dish, and she perfected it and passed it down to me. And hopefully, I think it tastes just like my mom's pate. I really do. I maybe I'm fooling myself. I don't know. It doesn't taste horrible, but it tastes good. It tastes good. It fills me up. Okay. So as long as I'm satisfied with it, I guess that's all that really matters, right? I'm the only one eating it anyway. More for me. Okay, on that note, I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up and let me know what you think. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay? I love you. Mwah. Bye now.